Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trivial Theater. This week I'm hitting the out-of-this-world marvel, Howard the Duck. This movie's unintentional humor quacks me up. Luckily, I'm joined by Movie Emporium to share the laughs. Without further ado... What? Fuck a duck!
Here we go with the greatest movie no one likes.
Let's do this. It does have a lot in common with like modern Marvel movies though.
It does. It does indeed. It is a sad fact. It's one of the most watched movies of my childhood.
I don't see that as a bad thing. I love the opening shots of this movie. There's so much care put into it, like all of the little things.
Yeah, it feels like it's like the opening to a porno or something. How is this a kid's movie? I'll never understand.
Is it? I thought it was... Is it PG?
Yeah, it is PG.
Oh my god. You've got damn near bestiality in this thing. Oh boy. I'm excited.
Oh, here we go.
A duck bustier. Yeah.
Right as...
I feel like I should censor this.
I don't know. It's just so weird enough that you might not have to.
Well, he's clearly excited.
Man, that is one big duck orgasm there. See, like this right here. How is this kid friendly? It's so ridiculous.
You know what kills me about this movie? Like, it gets to Earth and like half the people are like, you know, what's this guy? Like, they don't even really think about the fact that he's a duck.
Yeah, well, I mean, it runs into the theme of the whole movie where nobody has any problems with the duck in this movie. Like an anthropomorphic duck. Space. The final front duck. We're going to my favorite city of all time, Cleveland.
I didn't realize ducks were so resilient.
Oh, wasn't the term water off a duck's back?
Yeah, there you go.
80s fashion.
Oh, God.
S&M at its finest. Oh, man, three-pointer.
That's probably not a bad place to go. I mean, his first 10 minutes on Earth were kind of hectic.
As my home state does in usual times, it goes from dry to rain and within 5 seconds. So
does it feel like going home?
Yeah, I've seen my fair share of anthropomorphic ducks.
Are they common to Cleveland?
They are, but I may have been tripping on acid. I don't know. Can you imagine going from Back to the Future to Howard the Duck? Going from almost having sex with your son to almost having sex with a duck. It's good times.
Yeah, the 80s was a crazy time for her. So this duck saves her life, and she's just like, I'm just going to leave you now. Screw you.
I know.
Can you not hear the sad song playing?
You didn't know in Cleveland they has to have a dramatic song playing before they'll take you in? I like how he's like, I'm homeless, duck, from a different planet, but I'm going to complain about where you're taking me.
Hey, he can still have taste. He probably shouldn't, but he does.
So apparently George Lucas wanted John Landis to direct this film. And he felt it was too similar to Blues Brothers.
Really?
I'm like, I don't remember Blues Brothers having ducks and animals having sex with humans type stories in that movie.
It was weird to see George Lucas's name on this because it really doesn't feel like a George Lucas movie.
That's why I said the 80s were very strong for him and his probably drug abilities.
Yes, as long as he wasn't directing, he was good.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love this part. Just all the weird like the attention to detail again, like the fact that he's got like an actual little driver's license and the different cards and
Mallard card.
Yeah. Don't leave home without it. I like the fact that it's so close to Earth, but then there's that little bit like, okay, there's nothing that's set. Oh God.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I was waiting for this part. I'm like, really? This is really a kid's film.
Yeah, and the question is, how does that sit as far as ducks go? I mean, is he, probably better not to ask. I wonder if that guy wonders if he's tripping balls or not.
He's probably like, just another day in the neighborhood.
That's a typical Tuesday.
It's ironic. This movie sets in Cleveland. It doesn't even film. It's not even filmed in Cleveland.
Okay, when I first saw Tim Robbins in this role, I did not know that was Tim Robbins.
Well, as a child growing up, I didn't know either. And then one day I'm watching, I'm like, because I'm a huge Tim Robbins fan. I'm like, how much did he owe someone to have to be in this movie? This movie has like the most amazing pacing in it because it literally goes from like character to character. And it's like nobody even even takes a second to realize this animal or this character is like a duck.
Undoubtedly.
Yes, someone like Donald Duck will definitely help you.
Well, and I wonder if he was swearing at him in his own language. He just insulted his grandma, frankly. This part of it, as cringy as it is, it's actually pretty funny.
I like how the first creature comes from a different universe, and it's all of a sudden, do you have superpowers? Are you Superman?
So how do you think Ohio State felt about their name being on that sweatshirt?
They probably disown the name Ohio State after this.
They don't allow anyone with the name Howard to go there anymore.
Exactly. They have to go to the lower Michigan. For a movie as campy and as bad as this movie can be, the animatronic is actually quite good.
Oh, it's incredible. Like I just watched Garbage Pail Kids, and the animation or the animatronic difference between the two is insane. I enjoy watching the backgrounds of these shots just to see like the people that react. Like they're those two people in the far background, and they're not doing jack shit.
Yeah.
Like they're just like, oh, we're just having a conversation.
Watch, they didn't even tell people there was going to be a duck walking by. They just got reaction shots that were real. So, fun fact, heads of Universal were arguing about who greenlit this film and then ended in a fist fight.
Really?
They should have put that in this movie. That would have been amazing.
Nice.
No, I was going to say, this relationship went downhill fast. It only took like 12 hours.
Yeah. Well, you know, easy come, easy go.
What makes it so amazing is like she's seen so many weird people probably come through that Howard doesn't even faze her. So this is the most family-friendly part of the movie right here.
Oh, totally.
Okay.
Hey, we don't see anything.
No. I remember watching this as a kid going, I'm so confused about what's going on here.
I can just imagine, Mommy, why is he sticking his tongue down her throat? They don't see him go into the water. They're so busy getting it on that they don't even notice.
I gotta love the dub voiceover.
And he has a wide variety of hats that he wears.
He just has like all these clothes that he just shows up in.
Yeah, no doubt. It's like the duck fashion budget for this movie must have just been crazy.
You imagine the production designer coming onto this movie going, I'm doing what again? There's what? There's a duck. Oh, George Lucas is producing this? Oh, that makes more sense. Is this a Star Wars movie?
Like the hairspray budget on this movie too.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you know?
It costs as much as the animatronic duck.
Yeah. Like I don't remember the actual budget for the movie outside of like what Howard's animatronics was, but
Oh, it was expensive. It was like a $70 million movie or something like that.
wow.
Yeah, George Lucas lost $50 million on the movie because he financed it himself and sold portions off to Steve Jobs that made Pixar.
Oh wow.
I'll make sure they get it.
That is not at all subtle.
Well, this is like my favorite scene because we get Richard Edson,
Ah.
one of the great 80s actors. Is that a duck? That's a duck, man.
Have you ever had that happen in Cleveland?
Every time I go to Cleveland, that happens. I get an ear piercing and I have a duck stab it through the earring.
I get you.
I'm just waiting for these hairstyles to come back into fashion so I can grow my hair out like this.
I think you'd look pretty damn sharp.
I know.
Hiya, Ducky.
Hi, Toots.
So, is it derogatory to call him Ducky when that's kind of what he is?
I mean, it was the 80s.
Yeah.
I like how the music sounds like duck quacks.
It does, you're right. Okay, that outfit alone tells you this is not a kid's movie.
Can you imagine being a producer or head of a studio, watching this movie, watching this scene going,
Oh god.
what the hell did I just do?
I wonder how many people had expectations of finding the duck of their dreams after watching this movie.
I can only imagine. Duck sales went up 150,000% after this movie.
It's just that you're so incredibly soft and cuddly.
I can only imagine what my parents were thinking when they took me to see this movie as a kid.
I do enjoy like the kind of role reversal.
Oh my god, this movie.
Look, I'm gonna put in these Polaroids that we took at the club.
They're all my nudes. I hope you enjoy.
He's gonna bring him back to Duck World and they're like, he's gonna sell for millions of dollars.
Lily had the dolphins, Cousteau the whales, Goodall gorillas. I had a duck.
You had a duck. Oh my god, he's quoting fucking On the Riverfront.
Tim Robbins is such a screen chewer in this movie. But like he says nothing of substance.
I know. He does such a great job that he got a Razzie nomination for Worst Supporting Actor.
Yeah, this one had quite a few Razzies, right?
Yeah, it had 7.
Wow.
The movie was so panned, the director actually stopped making movies.
Oh my god.
Once again, nice kids film with guy and burned off half his face. Hey, it's the origins of Harvey Dent or Two-Face.
There you go.
How the hell did they get people to be in this movie? I'll never understand.
I've had enough. I want to see my lawyer.
Like some of the things he says, they don't make sense in any way, shape, or form. It's like we're just gonna give you a random quippy line because reasons.
There was actually there was actual no script. It was just, hey, say random shit. There's a lot of removing of fucking Howard the Duck's clothes in this movie.
Well, it's good to know that he wears, boxers, not briefs. The ability to not be seen when they should be seen absolutely amazes me in all these movies.
Like, you see that shadow of a duck? That's not his reflection. That's just a shadow of a duck. We're just going to keep moving.
Of course.
Jeffrey Jones looks like he needs to take a shit. I think they need to take him to a restroom.
That's how he stayed in character. He was constantly constipated. Can I just say, I really want to find a place that does Cajun sushi now.
Oh, God. To be fair, I've worked at a restaurant at night. This is pretty similar to what it's like. Crazy randos come in, tell me the end of the world's gonna happen.
Hostility is like a psychic boomerang.
It's not the fact that there's an anthropomorphic duck. It's the fact that she's angry that he didn't want the food.
And the funny thing is that it takes until he starts to blow shit up, where they're like, maybe there's an issue.
Oh, this is what happens to me when I eat spicy food, by the way. I just blow shit out of my eyes.
There?
She took my eggs.
So the end of the world's happening, but she's angry because she took her egg, or he took his eggs. I'll say, this is gonna be the night you tell your grandchildren. Remember the time when the electric guy came and destroyed the whole building, and there was a talking duck? Man, Jenny should be part of Street Fighter.
At least he can drive it this time. He was such a bad driver with the last one.
Well, I mean, as he starts to turn into a monster, he becomes a better driver.
Yeah, that's true.
Goblins cannot exist on this planet unless they grow inside a human body.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow. That's as horrifying as a Pee Wee Herman movie.
Where does he store all that extra tentacle? Oh, goodbye, Cajun sushi. We hardly knew you.
Old Kitty Land. I remember that in Cleveland. A random place in the middle of Sushiville.
It sounds like it was a very special place for you.
Is this airplane coming up? Is it like the most convenient thing ever in movies?
Well, it is convenient, and it's not. It's like I understand why they went with the airplane. How long did it take them to put together, and how much time did they waste getting where they were going?
I can only guess. I'm pretty sure there would be a Chernobyl effect going on right now, but because there's a duck, I guess we can break all the rules.
Oh, totally. It is true to universe, I guess.
And 5 years later, she died of radiation poisoning.
Death from the skies to all duck hunters!
He's like, we're not going to save Beverly. We're just going to turn over a bunch of boats with duck hunters on it.
Oh, totally.
Get him back for all the pain.
Shut off the engine. It is off. Somebody's pushing.
That's what she said.
That's good.
That's what most grandfathers look like in Ohio.
Yeah, well, that's good to know. Can they do that?
Yeah, it's called drinking Old Milwaukee.
It's good to know that they're being accurate in their portrayal.
Fuel hose is busted. Rudder is wasted.
It's gonna drip all over me, and then it's gonna cause me to explode and make this a better movie.
I mean, we all know the weird-ass planes can outrun a couple of cop cars pretty easily.
Oh, 100%. They teach you that, in early grades.
So this is the ultimate Death Star probe weapon. Like little probe things come down and poker.
Wait. Carter showed me something here once that might do it, if we can find it.
That's just this random thing he showed me once, and thank God I remembered it just now.
That's how you always get doors open. All you need is a nice big old kick.
He's got the universal code. But he does have taller hair than she does now.
Like I said, the hairstylist is on their A game in this movie.
Yeah, no doubt.
This used to be like my favorite part as a kid. And then I look at it now, that is a weird ass fucking car.
It is.
So I'm reading a trivia. It says, according to Holly Wells, this picture was toned down from an adult comic strip. I'm like, how toned down was it?
That's one of the most intelligent lines of dialogue in the whole movie.
Exactly.
His loafers have survived. I think we've got a Quentin Tarantino shot here, like the foot fetish.
But we have seen a lot of duck feet, so it's very possible.
Yes. Yeah, it does. Every single one of these movies comes down to like an epic, like, one color laser versus another color laser.
I just figured this is where they got Rise of Skywalker from.
Think it broke something? Oh.
They broke his brain. He can no longer shake his tail feather.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, no.
Oh, nothing. Just got arrested, shot at, handcuffed. I got thrown out of an airplane.
So a typical night in Cleveland. I always loved that he needed Jenny's body to live, but yeah, he lives just fine here.
Jenny started the activation sequence.
He's gonna bring down more of that.
Space bomb.
Well, don't just stand there with your hands down your pants. Do something. Hey, it's a Death Star-esque explosion.
Oh.
Okay, original Death Star-esque explosion, not like, special edition.
She's mad because she needs her sexy time with Howard before she leaves. No, I was gonna say that's what Howard the Duck Part 2 is about. Sexy time with Howard.
Yeah, if they are going to do sexy time, they've got about 4 seconds. And that their beam sent those creatures off to some poor defenseless world where everything was subsequently destroyed.
I know. Yeah, they just went back to Duck World. They're fine. Oh, wow. This movie got nominated for Worst Picture of the Decade.
Holy shit.
In 1990. That's pretty awesome. I want to live in a world where a duck can play guitar.
Any final thoughts on Howard the Duck?
So the movie's bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's real bad. But there's some kind of like weird aura about it that just makes it so enjoyable in a good bad way. Just overall, I still enjoy it for how bad it is, but it's a interesting movie. I'll give it that. So
It's a special movie in its own right. I think it aged. It got better with age, I think. Special thanks to Movie Emporium for joining me. For Duck's sake, please go show his channel some love. He reviews a wide variety of new and classic movies, as well as TV shows in a way that never lacks for interesting detail. You'll find his links in the description below. So what do you think? Suggestions for movies, trivial questions, comments, ratings, and our breakdown of how that pairing would actually work would be appreciated. Thank you so very much for watching.